Instead of practicing 10,000 hours learning how to get fast, there's one thing you can do right now, no matter what your skill level is, to instantly improve your speed, 2x or 3x your speed overnight. Looking at this underutilized technique of hammer-ons and pull-offs. So a lot of guitar players think that to play fast, you need to have a really quick picking hand. So you need to learn how to go. And while that's really important to build up your speed in your picking hand, you can shortcut getting faster because it can get really frustrating just doing this for hours. Instead of doing that, which takes a long time, and plus your hand's gonna get super tired, utilize the advantage of hammer-ons and pull-offs. And a lot of pros do this because it takes the stress out of playing guitar. If you're picking really fast all the time, one, it's going to increase the chance of you having more wrist strain, more hand strain in your playing, and you know that arthritis later on the road, we're not gonna love that. So a way you can shortcut playing fast is learn this little exercise right here. You just watch me play a little lick. Now there's a lot of notes going on there, but if you watch my picking hand, there wasn't a whole lot of action there. Most of that run is hammer-ons and pull-offs. So the technique we're looking at first right here to automatically improve your speed, I'm talking overnight right now, it's not going to be like a week from now or a month. We're talking more speed right now, is this technique. You learn your 3-note runs in the first pentatonic scale position. So we're looking at just A minor pentatonic to keep it basic for now. And we're going to do a little walk down. You're going to do some 3-note pull-offs. So it's 1 pick, but 3 notes. What do we call that? In the business world, it's called efficiency, I believe. We're getting, instead of going, which takes a lot more work, we're pulling off 3 notes. Now this is going to require good pull-off strength. You can do it with your 4th and 3rd finger, or 3rd and 2nd if you're not quite there yet. I'm picking and pulling off. Now we're going to do the same thing on the next string up. And put the 2 together. Another way to make you even faster is learn how to bar with the 1st finger. So we're adding more speed to the equation. Those 2 notes right there, barring the B and E string, 5th fret. So I don't have to jostle around with my fingers here, like doing this. That's a little bit more work. Look, we're trying to do less work here. Doesn't matter if you're a pro, intermediate, or beginner. Efficiency is going to be key when it comes to playing fast and getting your hands to move less. Do more work with less. Well, we got this little run right here. And this lick was actually used by speed picker Steve Gaines and Lynyrd Skynyrd. Really clean, fast picker. A song called Me the Breeze, he does this on the live album. Doesn't that sound like a lightning lick? It's so cool, but all he's doing is just barring here and pulling off. He's picking 2 notes, okay? The pull-offs are doing the rest. Now, to pick that out, I could never pick that out. Far tougher to pick out. It'd take me years to get to that level of speed picking that out. We don't have that kind of time. So that's our first part. After these 2 notes, you can then walk down to the next string. So check this out. Throwing a little extra note here. I know that's not part of your typical pentatonic first position, but we can use this as a little major minor switch. Oh, so you can add a little bit of an interesting sound to your pentatonic scale playing. Little walk down here, and then we're going to do a pull off again, same as before. So, and then we're going to add in a little bit of this D string here, 7th fret, that little major trill. Sneaky. Play that note, and then we do a hammer on here. Pick the 5th fret G string, hammer on the 6th. And then play the same that you just played on the 7th fret D string. Picks I've made in total, let's see, let's count. That's like 5 or 6 picked notes. And how many notes did we get out of that? Well, we got, so that's 6 right there. So say like 7 or 8 more notes because of the hammer-ons. That gives me like 14 notes for 6 picked notes. I don't want to do the math on that, but that's what we're getting here, efficiency. So the lick, putting it all together. Woo. You can see how that makes you a lot faster. Now we're going to take a little spin on this and go backwards. You can also do this, the hammer-on version. The hammer-on version is good for doing walk-ups. So it makes you sound like you're playing like a computer. And your hand starts to glide on the fretboard doing this. So I will just hammer on a pick, and I hammer on those 3rd and 4th fingers, or your 2nd and 3rd, depending on your hand strength. This one takes a little bit more skill because pulling off is easier to get the note to ring. You need to have a clean note played here, the first note, to have the note ring on with the other fingers. This is going to make you a better player anyway, more precise, because if you have a hard time making a clean note, this forces you to make a clean note. You might notice why I'm playing clean as well. I'm not playing so distorted. I started off a little distorted. I'm playing clean so I can hear the notes ringing out. Another benefit to speed playing is practicing clean so that when you're playing, you know all the notes are ringing out. You're not just playing garbled noise. So I like to do a little exercise of walking up the neck. And if you were to just play this a few minutes a day, maybe even 30 seconds at a time, you'd have a much better grasp of how to play fast. And that little lick I just showed you, you can play this every morning when you warm up. Now the next exercise I'm going to show you is just the simple walk-up that you saw me play earlier. We're just doing a lot of monochromatic walking up. So the first thing is the 1, 3, 4 that I just showed you down here. We're doing the same thing here. All hammer-ons except you pick the first note. Always pick the first note. So 6 picked notes here. And your goal is to make this happen much faster. So play it faster like this. And I'm going to slow it down a little bit, not to get too far ahead, but to show you what your right hand's going to feel like. It'll start feeling like you're gliding down, that you're not hesitating here. You know, a lot of people get stuck. They're thinking too much about what the hands are doing. So like, is my hand in the right spot? So they hesitate. This is going to teach you how to not hesitate. Not get stuck, where you're like, oh, I'm about to play fast, and then, oh, there's like a seizure. Doesn't happen. So when we do this slowly first, you gradually work up your tempo, and make sure all notes are clean before you work up. You see how my right hand's hovering? Check this out again. It's like it's just going right down. I'm not stopping. It's like sliding down. You see this with a lot of sweep pickers. Sweep pickers are those guys who do those arpeggios really fast. And as you get better and better, you can increase tempo to the next level, and next level, next level, and all of a sudden you've got this great clean hammer-on pull-off ability. So then you can walk into a solo, it can just play so fast, people are like, dang, he's playing so fast. And you're like, wow, I've only been playing guitar for like 2 or 3 years, or I haven't practiced in months, and I still can do this. Now last thing, little bonus. You can throw in these little double stops. Now this is a more advanced technique. These little barred notes. This is that D and G string on the 7th fret. I'm barring it. It's a country blues southern rock technique. Little chicken picking. So I throw in 2 runs of this. I learned that one playing a lot of country music for a living, and I had to play fast, but I didn't have the speed ability. So what I did was this stuff. I just did hammer-ons and pull-offs. It made me sound fast, and guys would be like, nice playing, man. And I'd be like, you guys play so much faster. But they always thought I was playing sneaky fast. That's the cool part about it. So I hope this helps you play much faster. Take this exercise, play it 5 minutes a day. That's it. All I'm asking for is 5 minutes. You can do this, you'll be a much faster player. People will think you sound really fast. You'll be faster than your ability level is. But that's all that matters, right? It's having fun playing guitar. See you all in a future episode.